that extra effort at the end to push Bellevue through 5.
Fantastic performance for these two teams through the first 2 days or however many matches. We will have the championship coming up next right here on SWX.
For the introduction of tonight's starting lineups for Bellevue University Bruins. Number 2, a 5'7" junior from Omaha, Nebraska, Allie Butler. Number 9, a 6'2" junior from Grand Island, Nebraska, Chloe Cloud. Number 12, a 5'10" junior from Overland Park, Kansas, Sophia McIntyre.
It is the top seed University of Providence Argos and the number 2 seed Bellevue Bruins from Nebraska back in the PE Center one final night on the campus of Carroll College in Helena, Montana. The top 2 seeds in the conference, 2 of the top 7 teams in the nation. And we talked in the open about Bella Thompson. We talked in the open about Bella Green. And then you throw in Kadri Taylor and Martina Fiedler, who's been so solid on her hits, and then you add in Sadie Giles, who can dig like it's nobody's business, and you get a 30-2 overall record.
Yeah, no, this is a very well-oiled machine that Coach Duda is running over there on Providence side, and they just mean business. When they enter the gym before pregame and all throughout, they just mean business, and they're gonna be tough to beat tonight.
Allie Butler will come in to do some serving. Savannah Berger back after rolling her ankle a little bit. She actually told me after the match last night, the 5-set win over MSU Northern, it was really her shin, which is even better for her, and it's not an ankle, so expect Berger to be top of the game tonight.
And that's huge for Bellevue because she is such a force there in the middle as a middle blocker, number 3 in the conference. And Bellevue, yeah, they got a work cut out for them. This is the last team that beat Providence, Bellevue, in 5. And Providence hasn't lost the set since they lost those 3 sets to Bellevue in early November. So both teams remember that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a 25-match win streak they have snapped it. And they've won 2 by sweeps here in the first 2 rounds of the conference tournament. Bellevue, a 3-set win the first day, and then a 5-setter last night that honestly, Ethan, could have gone either way. And it was just a fantastic match. And now you know there will be no tiredness. This is what you have been working for since right around the beginning of August. Chance to play for a conference championship. And it'll be the University of Providence. Bella Thompson, first serve. And right away, Bellevue looking for a big hitter, Fountain. Providence comes back with Cabri Taylor in the middle. 1-0.
Taylor with the kill coming out of the middle there. That was a great pass off the block for Providence to get their offense running, and 1-0. Here we go.
Good look there at the head coach in his 22nd year of the Argos, Arunas Duda. Chance to win a second consecutive Frontier Conference tournament title and an ace for Thompson. And it's 2-0. And Ethan, let me ask you this real quick. As Bellevue coached by Trish Sedlick, who's had a wonderful career at Bellevue, but how much of this right now, this early 2-0 start, a little bit of nerves?
Oh, absolutely. The adrenaline is definitely worn off a little bit. They got to build that back up. And, hey, it's the finals.
It is.
This is what they've been playing for all season.
And another great serve by Thompson. She has been targeting Roghair in the first 3 serves of this match. Bump set, and Bella Green, it's kept alive. Great stoppage and uppage by the Bruins. And that one blocked back, but right there was Giles to send it over. And now the dig off the set, or attempt by Fountain. And there's Berger and a couple of big blocks from the Argos as well, and then miscommunication for the Bruins.
And I think it goes back to that nerves that you were talking about, Jason. You know, that's the second time that Bellevue has had a miscommunication on who gets the ball. They just got to settle their nerves, get back into their game, try to get that possession back.
And that starting setter is Jada Nunn, who played a lot at different times in the different sets last night. And Fountain finally stops the early run by the Argos as she slams it from the left side.
And that's where you go for Bellevue if you need a point. They were down 3-0 and they needed a point to gain possession of that ball, and you go out to Eve Fountain, the leading killer of the team.
666 wins for Trish Sedlick in her career, including the first 2 here at the conference tournament. Taylor, big dig. That is it's going to be a free ball, but it will fall out of bounds. Wide to the right for Cameron Scheib, and it's 4-1. Yeah,
Scheib did a great job of getting her hands on that at least, but that was just hit too hard and wasn't able to control it.
Good look there at Bella Thompson, Cabri Taylor, and Bella Green as well. A couple of fantastic seniors for this. Well, Taylor, a redshirt junior, but Fountain right back to her on the left side. And that, early on, there you can see a tendency. They want to go to that left side, and they want to go to Fountain.
Yeah, and they're going to Fountain, and Fountain's going line as well. She's going to force this block to force her inside, and until that happens, she's going to go line. So Bella Thompson on defense there needs to be ready, guarding that line.
And last night we saw a lot of her errors come when she tried to go cross-court or to back down the middle. As Thompson, a good set for Martina Fiedler from Poland, had a great first couple of matches, and that one's dumped over by Kiviniemi, and it's 4-3.
Oh, that was so close. Sayers almost got under that with her hands. Really scrappy defense attempt, but that was a great off-speed hit by Kiviniemi to get that kill.
And now back to serve is Mila Iowohi. Thompson, great set, left side. Fiedler had it blocked, and it was out, and it is a Providence point, 5-3.
And that's one thing that Bella Thompson does so well. So if the pass is not on point, she does an amazing job of digging that out of the net without getting caught in there for the foul.
You played setter in college. Is it hard, Ethan, to... I'll finish this question after this point, and it's way high up in the air. And now Thompson try to go to Giles, little off the mark. Fountain just out long. It'll be 6-3. So my question goes back to that pass, and if it's off the mark at all. You mentioned Thompson, how good she is at adjusting. Is that something that can be taught? Is that something that just comes naturally?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both, but that's a tremendous level of athleticism and just understanding of the sport. As Cloud puts it in on a tip, sneaks it in there for the point for Bellevue.
Cloud makes it 6-4, her first touch tonight. And she was very instrumental in that 5-set victory last night over the MSU Northern. Goes back to serve.
That's right. She was helping out in that middle block when Berger was hurt a little bit.
Thompson's going to have to go back, set up to Taylor, and dumps it in. That was, you could not throw that any better than that was placed.
Yeah, that was a great spot right in the corner, right in between the two defenders. And when you're both looking at each other saying yours, that's when you know you're in trouble.
And I don't know if either one of them said yours.
Then you're even more trouble.
Perfect placement between Fountain and Iowa. And now it's 7-4 Providence. And Iowa, the great set up for the attack attempt. No. And then Giles comes back and hammers it down. It's an 8-4 Providence lead.
And it starts with that pass. What a great dig off the kill attempt from Bellevue. Got that right to zone 7 for Bella Thompson. She puts it out to Fiedler. Or no, I'm sorry. Giles for the kill.
Roghair had to go above her shoulders for that one, and that's a kill. And that is Bentley Colbaum. Had a great first match on Thursday. Was kind of quiet last night, but gets her first kill there.
Oh, that was a great swing right into the block. And Thompson's a great blocker on that one. She just wasn't able to penetrate over the net.
If you have a child that you want to grow up and be a great setter like we've been talking about, a tip by Thompson. Kevin Yemi is saved up by the Argos, and they'll go to Fiedler for the kill. I say, no, if you want a great setter, move to Oahu, and somewhere in that Waikiki, let's say,
water,
Kapahulu, or Ava Beach, yeah, somewhere, because Iowa from Ava Beach, Hawaii, and you've got Kapahulu, Oahu, for Bella Thompson. So, yeah, just move. I'm sure your wife will have no problem with it. Or your husband. As Giles tries to go cross-court and Roghair, the leading digger for the Bruins, and a good kill there by Kevin Yemi yet again.
Yeah, she's automatic on that weak side, and if I was a setter for Bellevue and I'm in trouble, I'm throwing it up there for Kevin Yemi to make a play. And she's been very consistent for this tournament on succeeding on those outplays.
Jada Nunn will go back, and we saw it last night, Ethan, with Bellevue. They ran 3 setters out there in that 5-set match.
They have a huge rotation, a huge roster, and they are getting a lot of playing time, each and every one of them.
Kiana Fa'akula. Her attempt was blocked and set up for the Bruins to have a chance, and then Providence says, I don't think so.
Yeah, Bella Thompson says, I don't think so. And when a setter gets a block, it gets the energy of the whole team up, and you can see that Providence is pumped right now. They've got all that momentum.
Well, Thompson is 9th in the frontier in blocks from her setter position, and that is a good save by McIntyre to get that ball over the net. Berger's going to slam it down and over the head of Heather Barbie. That was just, please don't hit my hair, save my face.
Yeah, I'm surprised she even got a hand on that. Yeah. That was quite a slam by Berger. She did a great job of coming across her body to go cross-court in front of that block.
We talked about it. She had a little injury last night. The service there almost got it in the back of the head. That is so dangerous when you're on that front and someone's serving. But talk to her, and like I said earlier, Ethan, it was not her ankle. It was a shin that was kind of stepped on. And other than that, she's ready to go, and you could see it that couple points ago.
Yeah, I'm glad for her that she's back in that game, and so is Bellevue.
Roghair, tough pass to Nunn. McIntyre is dug up by Kira Sayers. And the Argos go to Franny Martins, and she just got that one in. Good placement.
Yeah, that was a smart play by Franny Martins. Some people will swing away as hard as they can. She took a lot off of that and placed it in the corner where the Bellevue defense was not.
12-7 Argos with Thompson serving. So we have been through one full rotation for the University of Providence. Nunn. That to that far side to Fountain. It's dug up. Green, that one might have gone out. Free pass was going to be by Berger, and instead it's an unforced error, and it's 13-7.
Bellevue's taking the timeout to talk that over.
Timeout. Well, a fast start favoring the number 1 seed at this point.
Yeah, and it's so discouraging when you put a free ball into the net, and that's what Bellevue's talking right now. They just need to reset and get back going here. Providence, they're coming out strong. What I really like about how they're starting the game is all their defensive passes, they're getting the ball up, but they're allowing Bella Thompson to not have to run all over the place to set these hitters up. And if they are off, she's able to control it and get it back into play so the hitters are able to put it back. Not a lot of hitting errors on Providence as well. They've come out ready to play.
Well, they hit, 45% last night in that sweep over Tech. I mean, it was impressive. You had a couple of hitters both over 60%. You're going to win a lot of matches that way. And it doesn't matter how many service errors you might have. If you got a chance to pound it home and there's 6 out of 10. I mean, baseball, 3 out of 10, and you're in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, 6 out of 10, imagine.
Oh.
No, it's true. And talking about that hitting percentage, Bellevue, they struggled last night with that.
Mm-hmm.
Their total percentage was almost 18%, a little over 18%, and that's not going to cut it in the finals of the Frontier Conference.
Well, in that first set, they won it 25-23, and they hit 0-0-0, 8 kills, 8 errors.
Yeah.
And they still got the victory, which kudos to their guts and fortitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thompson out of the timeout, serves to Roghair. None. Left side again, Fountain, dug up by Sayers. A jump back set for Martins is into the back row and saved up. McIntyre off the tape, gets it over. They'll try in the middle, and it is Cabry Taylor. I believe that's her 3rd kill, and the Argos have doubled up the Bruins.
And again, it starts with that defense. They are just doing a tremendous job of getting that ball off the net, right to Bella Thompson. And
Bella serves again.
And Taylor was able to come to her and put that ball down out of the middle.
Thompson, low on that, or soft on that time. A push over there by Fountain, dug up by Thompson. And now Green sends it over. Roghair, a good set to Fountain. And Sayers once again. Try Green again on the left side and just in front of Allie Butler. And this is a big run right now for the Argos.
Yeah, Providence is looking real good right now. They're just clicking, every off the floor. They haven't let a ball fall. And then they're able to run that offense subsequently.
Thompson and the Argos have reeled off 6 straight points to get the 15-7 lead at the moment here in the first set. And again, Taylor right in that middle, ready to block, gets the errant pass right to her. That is a dunk every time.
And I wish they had stats for the server on assists for that, because that was all Bella Thompson setting that up on her with her dipping serve.
16-7 the score now. Argos by 9. None again to Fountain. This time she'll try a tip. Thompson there. And Martin will get it to Giles to send over. Nunn's going to try the middle with Berger. And Sayers with a great dig. Bella Green blocked back. It's out. And that is another huge point. The defense started that.
Yeah, the defense is on another level now for Providence. And Bellevue, what happens is, if you're hitting the ball as hard as Bellevue's hitting and it keeps on coming back, it's a little discouraging, and that's why they're going to take a timeout.
Bellevue takes its last time out of the set. Providence got the ball back at 10-7. Bellevue served. Providence won that point. It's 8 straight points, and it's 7 consecutive service points. Big contributor to Bella Thompson.
Yeah, no, her serve is on point tonight. I know last night she started off with 2 serving areas, actually, if I remember correctly. Yep. And that's not the case tonight. And that's what Providence needs, to start off strong by their leader, by Bella Thompson. And, Bellevue's got to reset, regroup here, try to get back to what they know. I'd be looking for the ball to go out to Kiviniemi or potentially Fountain to try to get this ball back for them.
Well, and here's the thing. Providence knows that a couple of weeks ago, right after their first ever number 1 ranking in team history for the NAI, they went to Bellevue and lost that very next match in 5 sets. Since then, they haven't dropped a set, and you can bet that was maybe brought up in the locker room.
Oh, absolutely. That's bulletin board material right there for sure. And you can see it. Providence come out focused. And there's nothing disheartening, like I said before, when Bellevue, they've got some good offense operating. Bellevue does. But on these hit attempts, Providence is digging everything up. And it's just disheartening for a team when that's happening over and over again.
Well, and that last one from Berger that Sayers saved went almost to the roof. It ended up in a point for Providence, and none. Trouble on that one from the pass. And again, Cabry Taylor. If she's in the middle, good luck. And that is 9 consecutive points.
And that's tough. And now Bella Thompson's going to go right back at Roghair, who had a great game last night, but she's really having trouble passing Bella's serve right now. If I'm Bella, I'm going right back at her.
8th consecutive point off the serve, and that one just long. Little adrenaline. I mean, you're on a roll, right? You go back to serve. You can either put it in like she had been or pump it a little long.
Yeah, that was a little long there, but you could see where she was going for. She was trying to hit that back line behind Roghair. Great run by Bella Thompson. Providence is going to try to get that ball back.
That snapped a 9-zip run, and Martins, cross-court none, had to send it up. And Fountain, this time instead of the line that she got on her first 2 kills, she goes to the right side and gets the kill there.
Yeah, she switched it up, went cross-court, off the block. And here we go. Bellevue putting together 2 consecutive points.
Cameron Scheib to serve. And that one was tipped by Cloud. And Green's going to get another kill. And when you have such a run going and the confidence that you have right now, nothing for the Argos is getting in their way. But it's just, this is a next level. And an ace for Kira Sayers.
Everything's working right for Providence right now.
And it's really got to be disheartening, too, when you get and fight so hard to get the ball back on serve, and then the opposing team stops you at one point. You cannot get a run going. As Cloud, free ball for Providence. They come near side. Fiedler. Oh, that was close. That was good save by Giles. Martin sends it long. But that's one of those, we talked about it last night, Ethan, is as a defender, you just don't know where that ball's going to end up.
Yeah, better safe than sorry to play that ball. You want to hear some talking from your teammates if you can. Leave it, play it. That time Giles gambled and kept it in play.
Iowohi back to serve, down 20-10 here in the first set. Giles will pass it up, and Martin's straight 2 in a row long. And it's like she's getting it up top instead of more in the middle of the hand.
Yeah, she's swinging a little high. I think she's aiming for the block and just missing, honestly.
So a couple of straight points now makes it 20-11. Little mini run. Martins again blocked back, and that one was in. Cloud and Fountain are celebrating, but it is out, is it? Or it was in, wasn't it?
That was in, yeah. That was a huge block. I like how Thompson is continuing to go to Bella Green to try to get her back into her rhythm after missing those two kill attempts.
3 straight. And a big answer from Martina Fiedler from Stasniki, Poland.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, right down the line. She's had an excellent tournament for the Providence Argos, and is a great outlet. If Green isn't operating, Bella Thompson's got some really good options as well.
Thompson, number 1 in the conference and in the top couple of the country in assists. And that one by Fiedler right into the net. That's an unforced error, 21-13.
Yeah, and you don't see that a lot from Providence, the unforced errors. Green had a couple there over there. Fiedler had one right here, but they're playing really well. Bella Thompson had great up over there on defense as well, showing up in the finals as a true leader.
Taylor this time on that swing around, and there's a big block. Taylor had just hit the ball from the far right and comes over to the left to help out Fiedler.
Great hustle there on the line for Providence. That's a lot of real estate to cover, and she made it over in time.
And you and I talked about it, Ethan, last night in the semifinals, that to be a middle blocker is one of the most athletic places in all of athletics, because you're jumping, you're running, you're blocking, you're backing, you're all over. Your stamina's got to be better than any team, and into the net is Giles. It'll be 22-14. Back to serve goes Zoe Roghair, a freshman from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You get into the Midwest volleyball, Wisconsin, North Dakota, both Dakotas, Nebraska. I know there's good volleyball on the East Coast, but you give me some good old-fashioned Midwestern volleyball at any of the divisions and every level. Barber, the pass, the tip by Fiedler, and there is another quick stoppage of a chance for Bellevue to really put something together, and it's 23-14.
The main difference right now is the two defenses for both teams. Providence's defense is they're huge at the net, blocking and getting up all the balls, and Bellevue, they're just having trouble getting those balls up on defense.
Arilee Arnold, the freshman, into serve. Iowohi, great set, but a better block on the attack. Fa'apulu and Bella Thompson.
Match point.
And it is
set point. Excuse me.
Not yet. It is set point number 1. And Arnold serves it to Roghair. Kevin Yemi sends it cross court. Giles in set point number 1. A dominating first set by the Argos.
That was efficient. That was productive. That was the number 1 seeded team in the country.
25-14, set 2 coming up in Helena on SWX. This Montana Sports Series presentation is made possible in part by the Billings Clinic Logan Health. Billings Clinic Logan Health. Trust and be trusted. Strive for excellence. Serving Montana, Wyoming, and the Dakotas. Jason Walker, Ethan Sky back in Helena, Montana, the capital city. And right now, the Queen City is being represented by the University of Providence Argos from the Electric City, as they completely, Ethan, dominated that first set, 25-14.
Yeah, we're getting sponsored by Billings Clinic. Providence put on a clinic on that first set, let me tell you. They were just well-oiled machine. It started with the defense, minimal hitting errors, and I just can't say it enough. Bella Thompson's all over the court for them, and when that happens, good things happen for the Argos.
You know, we were actually surprised, Ethan, that the hitting percentage only at 30% for the Argos, but the other team, Bellevue, is 0.59. And a big thing to me, when you're looking at statistics, 14 assists compared to 8, 19 digs compared to 12.
Yeah.
And Bellevue, Allie Butler to serve it up. Green, her first attempt, it's a kill. And once again, the Argos strike first.
And that was a smart play by Bella Thompson to go out to Green on the first play of the game. The last 3 hits that Green hit were mishits. and she led the team with errors on that first set. So get her more involved, get her back to a level that she's good at playing at.
And it'll be Thompson to serve up for Providence. Roghair pass. Nunn's got to retreat. And Sophia McIntyre has it blocked back. Roghair to Nunn. Back to McIntyre, and the lefty between Giles and Thompson. It's 1-all.
And those were the plays that were getting popped up every single dive by Providence. So if Bellevue can start stringing some of those kills, they can put some points together.
Cameron Scheib will come in to serve for the Bellevue Bruins, a suburb of Omaha, Nebraska. And an ace, yes, ace for Scheib. And that's the first lead of the match for Bellevue. 2-1 Bruins. Another great serve. They'll try Franny Martins, who was struggling in that first set, and she hammered that one down.
Oh yeah, that was automatic, right down the line. Great set by Thompson. Weak side attack. Eve Fountain wasn't able to get the block out down the line, and yeah, Providence took care of business.
Kira Sayers will serve at 2-all here in the second. Providence up one set. Back to McIntyre, and this one, her second kill of the set.
And that was a great play by McIntyre because that set was a little short and a little low. She was late to get to it, and she swung hard at that block to get that ricochet off and get the point.
A 5'10" hitter, junior from Overland Park, Kansas, from that right side. Naiwohi serving. Thompson setting. Back to Taylor, and there's... Oh, I thought that was in from Cloud and Fountain. Fountain thought it was in. We might get a challenge here. We'll see what Coach Sedlick does, and she does not challenge this.
It looked out from here. It happened so fast. It was hard to tell, but that block, it looked like it came off the side.
There's Isabel Cajal, redshirt sophomore out of Frenchtown, and a service error right off the bench. And Bellevue back up 4-3. And Fountain will go back to serve. And you know, when you talk about how do these two teams get here and why are they so good, well, you're the number 1 and number 2 teams, not only in seeding, but in points per team in the conference. As Kevin Yemi answers back with a kill. They are 2 and 3 in kills per team. They are 1 and 3 in assists per team. Providence third in digs. Bellevue down in 10 of the 12 teams. And then blocks per team, they're number 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And there's an ace for Fountain.
This is well deserved by both teams to make it here into the finals, and it's quite a pleasure to be able to witness this level of competition.
Absolutely.
In the Frontier Conference.
Fountain short and high. Cabry Taylor again, just good enough to stay in.
Yeah, no, that was a great shot. She was a little late. The approach really didn't jump that much, but she was able to position that into the back corner. And again, Bellevue just let that ball fall. That's the difference that's happening right now. Providence is not letting anything fall without someone at least diving for it.
Heather Barbie into serve, a freshman from Yakima, Washington. A nice dig. And the Argos go on the attack, and now it's sent over, and here comes Kevin Yemi, her second straight.
And she went down back line again off the top of the block. Fiedler, who's covering that line out there for Providence, has got to angle her block in to get that ricochet back onto the other side of the court. Watch for Bella in the front row for a dump or some kind of disguise play where she attacks so she's in the front row.
Won't be on that set attempt as Fiedler saved up by a diving Fountain. That is good defense by the Bruins. They'll try Fiedler again, and Berger right there. Set up by Iowohi, and just long from Bentley Colbaum.
Nice play by Berger on Bellevue. I love seeing the middle blockers get digs.
Yeah, she was in the right spot as Airlie Arnold comes in to serve. Argos down 7-5 in the second, up a set here in the conference championship match. And a good serve forced Roghair to put up a not good pass. They'll try to Fa'apulu up front. And Kiana Fa'upula gives it 7-6. Argos within one.
That was a great push towards the back of the court. And Roghair, she's a little off her game tonight. Inexperienced freshman could be part of the reason, but maybe she can get back on her game soon.
She saves that from the pass from Berger, and it's sent over by Kohlbaum, and now Giles from the right side. Kohlbaum digs it up. The tip by Kevin Yemi. Thompson there. Bump set. Giles. Iwohi. The up. And now back to Kohlbaum. It's off the tips of Thompson. Fa'apula has it blocked back by Berger. Berger, the best blocker on the team for the Bruins.
That was a great block by Berger. She was there solo, so it was on her. They were trying to run a quick play in the middle for the Providence, and Berger was right there.
Berger, number 3 in the Frontier this year, individually 1.21 digs per set, or blocks per set rather. Chloe Cloud, her teammate, right behind her with 4.
And that's quite a force at the net.
Fa'apula, that was tipped, and it's in, and it's a point for Providence. Make it 8-7. And by the way, the leading blocker also in this match in the conference, Cabry Taylor, number 17 for Providence. So, and Bella Thompson's number 9. You got 4 of the top 10 best blockers in the league on the floor tonight. McIntyre.
As if on cue. Great block by Providence, straight down. Bella Thompson.
Well, thanks, Bella. I love when players, you talk about them, they do something good, it makes the announcer look like he knows what he's talking about. Giles, they serve to Roghair. Tough pass, Nunn got it up and in time for Kohlbaum, and it's just wide. And it's 9-8, Providence back in the front, and the first lead of the set for the Argos at 9-8.
Bellevue's playing better this set. Just got to resettle themselves and not get too far behind.
Look at that serve by Giles, and it hits the back of the end line for an ace. That
great serve
knuckleball
by Giles.
Oh, so tough, right?
Yeah. You don't know. It looks like it's sailing out, and then it just dips down and hits that line.
Giles again, a little more rotation and spin on that one. Nunn down the middle for Berger, who answers.
Great play by Berger. The set was a little out in front of her, and she was able to reach and put that down before the block was up.
And another great look from our outstanding crew from SWX here in Helena tonight in this championship. Dive by Sayers, and there's the tip by Thompson. She knew when to use it, and it works out there.
And that's what makes her game even more valuable, too. She's got that option. When she sets the ball, when she's not attacking, she's meeting that ball above the net. And so that gives the potential of her to attack that ball. And you never know on defense if she is going to put that over or not.
Well, go ahead.
That was a great opportunity to do so, what she did right there.
Well, and it's crazy when you think about it, too. She never leaves the floor. As a senior, she is out there every single play. Bellevue rotates 2 awesome setters, sometimes 3, and Berger with another kill.
Berger's come to play tonight. Shin looks perfect.
Yes, it does. And so does her swing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cloud will come in, and back to serve will go Cameron Scheib, a freshman out of Des Moines, Iowa. Thompson right into the middle for Martins, and it's a kill. Deep attack there.
That was a great play by Providence. They ran a switch there where the weak side came to the middle, and the middle hitter came to the weak side. And if you're a Bellevue defender, you got to just pick one and figure out which one's going to hit the ball. Great play by Providence.
Sayers will serve again, and McIntyre, good save by Sayers, forces Fountain off her game to save it in, and then McIntyre sends it wide. Tried to go cross court in front of Thompson, and too far left.
Started with defense. Providence defense is on point.
Kira serves again.
And Kira Sayers again serving, the junior from Valley Springs, California. Roghair, pretty good pass up. Fountain and Thompson there for the dig, and that one is sent out by the Argos.
That was a good try by Taylor to get a hands on that ball. the overpass went over the net, and Bellevue was able to put that straight down. Taylor almost got that up.
And Iowohi to serve at 13-11 Providence, second set. Giles, good pass up, and it almost looked like Fiedler stutter stepped and didn't get up in the air as Kevin Yemi is dug up by Thompson. That took her out of the play, and then Green just sends it over safely. Kevin Yemi, the big hit, and off the block out, and it is 13-12.
I think that's the third, maybe fourth time tonight that Kevin Yemi has swung high on that block out there. She's having great success hitting it high off that block.
Iowohi a chance to tie here in the second set off of her serve. Green a little short, and then it's just tipped back by Fountain. And the Argos at this point a little discombobulated out there.
Yeah, this is not, I haven't seen this from them in the past couple days in the tournament, but good teams go through lulls sometimes, and Coach Duda is going to talk about it, try to get them reset. It happens. You just refocus.
Providence and head coach Arunas Duda calling a timeout. Duda, in his 22nd season, came in with 388 wins against just 254 losses. And in 22 years, you're going to rack up a lot of numbers. I mean, you look at Trish Sedlick, and she has been at Bellevue most of her coaching career, 546 and 200. And then she was 664 and 221 overall in her previous stop. So two veteran coaches leading two veteran teams.
Yeah, no, it's clear that they've been around the block a couple times. These coaches, they've got really good control over their teams, and there's a sense of trust and communication, and that's what gets teams to the finals of any tournament, is starting with good coaching.
13-all as we come out of the timeout. You know, the thing about both of these teams, too, is they are perennial attendees at the NAI tournament. First at the pods, where the top seeds then advance out of those pods to the final site in Sioux City, Iowa, December 3rd through the 9th this year. And both of these teams spent a lot of time in Sioux City, Iowa, playing each other and other opponents out at the national tournament. They have experience. And this year, the number 1 and number 7 teams at the moment. As Fiedler wide to the right, and Bellevue back up. So after that demoralizing first set, the Bruins come out in the second set and maintaining here.
Yeah, it feels good for them. They've got the hang loose signs going for the Hawaiian center back there, and they're feeling good.
Tough pass, saved by Thompson. How does she do that?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's just athleticism on a different level. To able to rise above the net like that and do a one-handed set over the net to bring that ball back to your hitter. And Taylor was there on point too. She did a good job being ready.
And if you're the defense, you can't. I mean, you're just in shock. Like, how did she get that?
Yeah, you throw your hands up.
Iowohi right down the middle, and Fountain blocked by Taylor. Well, Taylor number 1 in the conference in blocks at 1.24%. Had 112 in the regular season, and she gets a big one there.
Yeah, she basically solo on that. Giles did go up, but she wasn't close to her, and she was able to get that block herself for Taylor.
Isabel Cajal back to serve, and Thompson. Now Giles. Roghair is going to bump set it to the front for Fountain, who's going to dump it in. That hit both lines. That is a good placed ball and a much-needed point for Fountain.
What a spot. Hitting that corner, off-balance, one-footed approach. So second all-time in kills for Bellevue, Eve Fountain.
Yeah, she's something else. And her digs are just about the same as her kills. And a free ball, way too easy. Cabry Taylor's done it. Savannah Berger's done it. Now Kevin Yemi has.
Yeah, that overpass. You didn't really see that in the first set for Providence. And now Bellevue's holding their own on the serve.
Thompson, a bump set. Giles will try it, just gets it over. Tipped at the net. That forced Roghair to the ground to save it up. And now they'll try the right side to Giles, and it's blocked. Cloud and as well as Kolbaum there.
Great block by Bellevue. Stringing together some points. It's giving them a little more confidence here in that second set.
Up 2. They've led by as much as 3 in this set. And that one is out on a service error back to Providence.
You don't want to miss a serve when you got a rally going there, but it happens. So now, if you're Eve Fountain, you just got to move on to the next point, get a solid pass to zone 7 so the offense can operate for Bellevue.
Heather Barbie on to serve, the 5'5" freshman, a defensive specialist. And a good serve. That made it tough for Roghair. And a great save there by Sayers. And Barbie did a good job to stay away. And now Kevin Yemi is blocked by Fiedler, and it's out is the call, and I think we're going to get a challenge. It was either tipped or maybe Coach Duda thought it was in. You can see his assistant and former All-America player under him, Sasha Legros-Simmons. And we are going to get the challenge. Fiedler thought it was in, but we'll see what the replay says. 18-16. If this call holds, and the call was out, so they got to have inconclusive or very conclusive evidence to overturn this.
Yeah, and for Bellevue, they're going weak side to Kiviniemi when they need points, which is a great strategy. And Kiviniemi's been hitting it high off the block, off Fiedler's hand all game, all set this second set. This time, Fiedler was able to get a block, and I couldn't tell from that angle whether it landed in or not.
Yeah, that was tough. Maybe we'll see on this side. Watch the right side of your screen. Oh, and the camera just... Great shot.
And I don't know if they're challenging that the ball landed in after the block or if the ball hit Kiviniemi after it hit off the block.
And it is in, so a good challenge by Duda and the Argos.
So it did land in off the block. That's great news for Fielder because honestly she's been taking control of over there on the weak side by Kiviniemi. That's good news for the Polish outside hitter to be able to win one of those battles.
17 all instead of 18-16. A swing of 2 points may not seem like a lot, but in the sport of volleyball, that could be the difference in winning or losing a set.
Especially with these rallies scoring, absolutely.
Barbie is still serving at 17 all. Argos up a set. We're in the second of the Frontier Conference Championship of the sport of volleyball. And Kevin Yemi blocked again. Fiedler and Giles.
And that feels good for Fiedler. She's been tooled a couple times by Kevin Yemi, as I was saying before. So the fact that she's come back and gotten 2 blocks consecutively, huge confident booster. And now Kevin Yemi's going to think twice when she swings out there.
Yeah, you get 2 sent right back at you in a row, right? Here's Iowohi. She'll serve a Kolbaum from the left side. No. And a kill from Cloud as that one got onto the hard court surface, and we're tied at 18.
And both middle hitters for Bellevue are doing a really good job of twisting midair to go cross their bodies with these kills. Having the people in the back right corner of the court not be ready for those balls.
It's our 9th tie of this set. That's how close it has been. Fiedler, that one's tipped up on the block. And Berger is going to have another opportunity. Great dig by Barbie. Free ball sent over by Sayers. They'll try Berger again, and that one's wide left. Out, and it's a point for Providence.
And Bellevue's continuing to take that twist with the middle blocker to try to go across their body. That one, Berger went too far across their body and hit it wide.
19-18 Argos lead as Arilee Arnold comes in, 5'7" freshman, Spokane Valley, Washington. Played her high school ball at Ridgeline High. And she'll serve a good one. Nice job by Audrey Sanford to just get the dig. Thompson's going to set up middle. Pula! And it goes off of the Bison. How about the Bruins out of bounds?
Nice play by Providence on a way to capitalize on that free ball, causing Bellevue to take a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Sedlig. I mean, this has been, if anything, this is more of just halted at 2 if we can, but we need to get a breather on our girls here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just take a break real quick. regain some composure. Bellevue's playing a lot better this set. They're not out of this set by no means.
No.
And they just need to regroup, And Providence needs to maintain their pressure as well. That's the other part. When you're ahead, when you've got a set under your belt already, when you're the number 1 seed, you're expected to win this tournament. Complacency, you've got to be careful with getting complacent, especially when you're favored.
Both of these teams will earn the automatic bids from the Frontier Conference. Providence, by virtue of winning the regular season, and Bellevue, the next highest team in the championship. Obviously, they want to win, but they know they're in the tournament. But you still want to get that win as you head into nationals.
Absolutely, for anything for that momentum, that confidence builder, and also going into a tournament, beating the number 1 seed in your conference. That gives you a little boost heading into some postseason play.
2018, Argos have the lead, and Arnold will serve here. Argos on a 2-zip run. That one's going to be sailed long, and so Arnold maybe iced a little bit. Good look there at Coach Sasha Simmons, former Sasha Legros.
And that's ideal for Bellevue when you call a timeout and then they hit a service error and get the ball back.
Yep.
Ideal.
20-19 is the score. Simmons had her baby here, 7 months old, last night. Got to see the little boy wonder. Fa'apula, a soft kill.
Yeah, no, that was a great play by Fa'apula. Didn't really need to swing hard there. Again, they're doing a great job of finding those corners if the hard kill isn't there.
So Giles back to serve. 4 points from a set and a big lead. And that is a huge block by Green and Fa'apula together.
Wow.
All Bella for the most part.
Great defense by Providence. Bellevue's taking another timeout as they're down by 3 now.
Look at that block. I mean, you're not going to see many better blocks than that, right?
Straight down. And just like a big kill can get the energy pumping for a team, big defense plays as well. Big digs, big blocks has the same factor.
So we know both of these teams from the Frontier are in. Providence, or MSU Northern, I beg your pardon, the first team out the last month or so in the polls in the top 25, sitting at 26. Trish Sedlick, a Raider. I believe Arimus Duda is one of the Raiders for the entire NAI. And I got to believe, knowing how good MSU Northern is, they're both going to probably rate Northern as high as they can to get them into the tournament. Yeah,
no, and they had a great showing at this tournament here as well. And that's what you hope for, a little bit of postseason play for that experience. Also, for Northern, they've got some young players on that squad, so getting that postseason experience is going to do wonders for that program in the future.
Well, I'm going to say it right now that they're going to go ahead and make it, I believe, for Jerry Wagner and his crew. Bellevue now out of timeouts. For Coach Sedlig trying to settle down.
And Giles has got to get his serve in. It's going to be tough, guys trying to get iced.
Last time they called the timeout, Arnold served it long. And Giles, no problem there, almost an ace. None. They bump set McIntyre. She'll send it over. And they'll go to Green to the Argos. Bella to Bella, 23-19.
What a beautiful set. That pass was way off the net, 10, 11 feet off the net. And Bella Thompson was able to jump set that perfectly to allow Bella Green to put that down. Bella to Bella. We've seen that before.
It's like Duran Duran. Best rock band in the history of the world. Berger blocked. Good dig up by Barbie to save it. And the Argos will send over a free ball by Green. And almost a dangerous one. It still is a point for Providence, but that could have been a real big point had it been slammed back.
Yeah, no, that was a very risky free ball by Green to go short there. Last time Berger tried that for Bellevue and went in the net, but she was able to cause havoc on the other side and get that ball back.
Giles serving up set points. And an ace to seal the second set. The Argos are one set away from back-to-back conference championships. They got the 25-19 win to go with the 25-14 Set 3, and Bellevue looks to stay alive when we come back. Lunch and dinner for the crew today for SWX, provided locally by Staggering Ox. Staggering Ox, home of the clubfoot sandwich. Staggering Ox on Euclid in Helena. Jason Walker, Ethan Skyback. That is Coach Simmons' daughter. Or son, rather. Sorry. We've been talking about that little one. And that is Sasha Simmons, assistant coach for Providence. Her boy. And those are big blue eyes, I'm telling you.
Future volleyball player.
Yes. Good look at Bella Thompson. 25-19, 25-14. And Thompson will serve first for the Argos, a set away from winning a back-to-back conference championship and retaining that number 1 overall seed, I would think, heading into the NAI tournament. And Fountain dug up by this Argos as Iowohi tries to go up, and that pass off the mark. That set intended for Cloud.
That's a tough set to make from that far away. Running that quick out of the middle. Little miscommunication. Wasn't able to make that connection for Bellevue. Bellevue cannot afford to let Bella Thompson go on one of these serving strings that she did in the first set.
She had 8 straight points off of her right wing. Cloud, that one's tipped. Thompson for the dig. They'll go to the right side. Martins, it's tipped, sent back over. Thompson digs it up. And now Sayers bump set left side for Bella Green, and it is blocked out of bounds. That is a point, and it's 2-0 Argos.
That's a huge swing by Bella Green. Hitting it off the block with some authority. Great tool. Cloud on the block has got to angle her arms a little bit more so she can get that block into the court.
I said, oh gosh, because Raya, one of the student workers here at Carroll College, brought us up our stats in between sets, and there's a kill right down the middle for Kevin Yemi. But she tripped on the steps coming up, and I was like, oh no, save her head.
She was okay.
It saved the stats.
Yeah.
Most important. No, she is okay, and she's done great the last 2 days bringing us our stats in between sets.
So grateful for that.
Set up to Martin's dugout, and Kevin Yemi from the right side. It is blocked out of bounds, and it's 2-2.
Nice shot by Kevin Yemi off Bella Green. Tied at 2 with Eve Fountain back to serve for Bellevue.
And we got to give huge thanks to the entire staff, led by Director of Athletics Charlie Gross, Sports Information Director Colin Burke, as Cloud with the block, and it's a 3-2 lead on the 3-0 run here by the Bruins.
Great job by Cloud.
This whole staff, and Scott Crawford, the Frontier Conference, how welcoming they've been to the entire crew here with SWX, letting us take over the gym. And Martin's another block, or kill rather, off the block out of bounds, 3-all. And let's not forget, and I was a former sports information director, and when you work at this level as an SID, there are about 15 team sports you got to cover, and there was the season finale, senior day today, for the regular season finale for the Carroll football team, which beat Eastern Oregon, as another point for the Argos off the block. But so this staff, these student workers, have all worked very long days today.
You know something about that, huh, Jason?
Kevin Yemi, that one's tipped up, and miscommunication. You know, and it's a catch-22, Ethan, when you get 4 players all converging to save the ball, and then it is tipped up and nobody else is where the ball was.
That is the catch-22. But Providence in general is doing a great job of swarming the ball when it is coming over to make sure that they have enough people to get that up.
So we are tied at 4. They'll go back to Green, and that ball sent off the hands of Audrey Sandfort about 5 rows up into the stands, and it's 5-4 Providence.
Man, that is such a big swing, and these poor back row specialists for Bellevue, they need a little help with the block up front so they don't get hurt.
That is Cahal back to serve for the Argos, up 5-4. As Berger tipped, blocked, back, sent over. Fountain couldn't save it, and it's a 6-4 Argo lead.
That was a great play by Giles. She hung in the air. The tip was going to go over into the voided area in the Providence defense. She was able to knock that back over for the point.
In Frenchtown Bronc, Western Montana. Thompson jump set to Taylor, and that's just wide. 6-5 is your score now here in the third.
And Bellevue, I'm noticing they've made some changes. You know, they have a new libero that taken Roguehair's spot, who had such a great game yesterday, but she's a little off tonight, and so Sanford's in there for the libero for Bellevue to try to switch it up.
Yeah, normally Sanford only goes in to serve, as Nunn's going to set up Kolbaum, and just wide. That's a good look there by Ellie Carlson, the 5'4 junior from Rathdrum, Idaho. She watched that one go all the way out of bounds to make sure that she made the right call, and she did.
That's right.
It's like when a hitter watches the ball all the way back into the catcher's mitt. 7-5 Argos. Up 2-0 and Heather Barbie. Fountain with the pass. Nunn's going to bump set Kolbaum, and again it's just wide.
And that's Scheib trying to go for that cross-court kill and just hitting a little too wide. Argos are up by 3 now. Bellevue's got to pump the brakes on this run by Providence.
And that was Scheib, I beg your pardon, not Kolbaum with the error. And how about Sophia McIntyre? They've tried that so much this match, and McIntyre was either off the mark or it was blocked, and that time there was no doubt.
Yeah, she was able to sneak that through, and right in between the defensive back row for Providence as well. Bellevue back to serve. Bella Thompson's up front for Providence, so look for a quick attack by her.
So back set to Giles, and Sadie Giles. A huge kill from the right side.
Yeah, great slide play, pulling Giles from the middle to that weak side, spreading out the defense of Bellevue, putting a one-on-one block out there with Eve Fountain. And Giles was able to win that battle.
5'9" senior out of Idaho Falls, Idaho. We'll say about 4 hours south. On the 15 here. Big block, good save, and then Berger and Nunn miscommunicate, and nobody got it, and it falls for a basic 3-point for Providence.
And that's been a common theme for Bellevue tonight. I don't know of the 5-setter last night, if they're a little tired, overwhelmed about being in the finals, but this miscommunications and letting balls fall just cannot happen.
Nunn off the better pass, and McIntyre, you know, when you work together and things are flowing like they have been for Providence, but McIntyre, she's had a couple kills here in just the last few points.
And that's great adjustment. She's been going cross-court the past couple hits. This one she went down line and caught the Providence defense off guard.
Jamison Badge in to serve, a 5'4" freshman from Omaha. Bellevue, about a 17-hour drive. A little over 1,100 miles, and the ace for Badge.
There we go. And that's what you want to see for if you're Coach Sedlick, pulling someone off the bench, getting an ace, getting a little spark for Bellevue, and keep them in this game.
Bellevue has to win the next 2 sets. Got to win this one first. Giles, huge kill again through Fountain.
And that's that slide play. Providence runs it so smoothly.
I wish we had a telestrator that you could use because we had a great shot a couple of plays ago, and just to describe that slide, because it's a great stutter step, she kind of hesitates as Thompson's setting it.
Exactly.
And that serve's going to go long from Giles.
Her initial movement is into the middle, and then she draws outside. And so if you're a blocker and you got to keep an eye on her, and that causes confusion. It's a great play. As a setter, I love running that.
Iowohi back to serve. Junior from Ava Beach, Hawaii, 5 foot, has a twin sister on the team. And that Bella Green, nobody was there. Iowohi had moved up. They're arguing, the Bruins are, that ball went past the antenna stanchion on the net. And we're going to get a challenge. And you had 3 players immediately signal that was to the right side, so it would have been a foul ball. So Bellevue and Coach Sedlick running up the challenge here just to see.
And that's the one angle that we really don't have.
Right. No, the officials do, and they're the ones that are most important.
It's hard to tell. That was a great. It looked like it landed in, but
It
they're saying it
definitely
came.
landed
They're
in,
saying
yeah.
that it came from the outside of the antenna. Oh, this is the angle.
This will
we
be
want
the
to see.
angle, yeah. Watch that antenna on the left side. Which side does the ball go? That's a good.
Oh, it hit
That's
it.
clean.
It hit the antenna.
Oh, it hit it.
You can hear it shaking. Yeah, you can see it shaking.
Shake it. Right there, it just skimmed the antenna. Yep, there's the movement. It goes into the men's soccer banner from Carroll, top of the screen. That's great camera work down there. I don't know who was on that camera, but fantastic job. All of our crew. I mean, the long hours. They were here 7 a.m. Thursday, setting up, getting things ready for 4 matches that day, noon, 2:30, 5, and 7:30. They've been here till 11, 11:30 each night, and having, hotel leftover pizza probably.
Long days for this crew, and they're staying positive. Really, really great experience working with them, and they're providing some great shots for this championship game and the whole tournament for the whole.
Absolutely nobody better. And Josh Johnson with that one. A Carroll student as well as an Army veteran. Thank you, Josh, for your service. Appreciate that. My son. It's funny, my son's in the Army, and he's stationed in Hawaii the last few years.
Does he set?
He does not. I don't know if he could be on the same court as these girls. But or young ladies, I should say. But he actually met the national champion wrestler at 103 for the University of Providence women's wrestling team in Ava Beach last summer after she had won nationals. Just happened to be in a restaurant. Her parents and her were there, and she had an Argo gear on, and so he walked up, introduced himself, and it's a small world.
It's a small world. Montana and Hawaii. I like it. And so Bellevue won that challenge. It was out, as we could tell from Josh's great camera work.
Yep. So it's 11-10. And again, that 2-point swing, it's either 12-9 if Providence wins that challenge, or it's 11-10 if Bellevue does, and they did.
Yeah, and every point is vital, especially for Bellevue when they're down 2 sets already.
Thompson, nice set. Green blocked, dug up by Giles. Thompson gets her out of the way. Green right back to her. They're going to say it was out, and I don't know if it was tipped. I don't think we're going to get a challenge as we are tied at 11.
And it's so hard. The one thing about challenges in all sports, right, it just stops the play for a little bit. And so trying to get reset as a team and get back in the flow of the game can be hard sometimes.
Good pass by Barbie. And
nice try.
A tough error for Bellevue there. And Providence back up 12-11 as Bella Thompson goes back to serve. And what a storied career for Bella Thompson, who almost at one point in her freshman season went home and quit. Wanted to. She was homesick, and she stuck it out, and now she is going to be an All-America at the University of Providence and perhaps a national champ this year.
Yeah, Providence is very happy that she decided to stick around, and it also is a testament, Coach Duda and the program that they've created to allow her to adapt into the Montana lifestyle, which might be a little different than Hawaiian.
And full disclosure, I was the sports information director at Providence her freshman year. We had a lot of talks as that one is saved up a great up off the floor, and Iowohi sets it up for Kevin Yami. The block a little short, went off the net, back to Argos. Free ball, Fountain blocked. Iowohi the save. Cloud from her knees. Kevin Yami and into the net. An Argo, and it is Kaylee Taylor. But to finish the quick story, so Bella and I got, along with the rest of the freshmen, I had to drive them to Billings for a tournament at Rocky. And they stole my phone, took a bunch of great pictures, selfies that I still have, and I got to know her and her family very well. A fantastic family. And I love getting to know these student athletes and watching their success and their growth as they move from, 18-year-old freshman moving across the country to a different state and world almost.
Yeah.
Tropical Hawaii and Montana, not so much. And short on the tip is Martins, and we're tied up at 13.
It was a good idea by Martins to take some power off of that and do that roll. She just was a little too light on that roll and didn't get it over.
So Fountain at 13 all in the third set. Providence up 2-0, and that's going to go just out. I thought it was going to be way out, and it barely got past to the corner.
And that was Ryan Edens on that swing.
One of those freshmen I got to know 4 years ago up in Great Falls as the Argos take a timeout here at 14-13. Down 1, up 2 sets.
I think it's a good call by Coach to take a timeout right now. The momentum does just seem to be going back and forth between Bellevue and the Argos. And if you're either team, you don't want it to go too far, too long on one side of the ball.
Yeah, if you can end it, obviously after 1, but you'd like to stop it. Don't get 3, 4, 5 points behind, especially in the middle of the set like this. We were tied at 13, and we were tied at 14, 15, 17, and 18 in the last set before Providence got the final, or 7 of the final 8 points to win that set and go up 2-0. And guess what? We are here, a tie at 13, and now Bellevue up 14-11.
Yeah, no,
14-13, sorry.
Bellevue's down 2 sets right now, but they're not going to go down without a fight. They know that they can beat this team. They've done it before in 5 sets as well. So yeah, they've done it. It's been recent, and that's, if I'm Coach Sedlick, that's what I'm saying. We've been here before, and we know we can beat these folks. So let's just buckle down, focus, and it starts with that pass. Let's get that pass to our setter so we can run our offense.
E. Fountain back to serve, senior from Omaha.
Nice
Talked
pass
to her and her family last night after the match. And that's going to be a kill for Taylor off the fingertips. And a point ties it up at 14. Great family, made the trip up from Omaha. They actually live about an hour south. But very nice family. And that's part of doing what we get to do. We get to meet some great families from all over. That almost looked like a behind-the-head pass from Taylor there. She'll try a more traditional approach and another kill.
Well, that was a great play by Taylor. The setter for Bellevue dumped that ball over on the second hit, and Taylor was able to reach back and get that without carrying the ball. And then Bella Thompson went right back to her, rewarded her.
And now an ace off the arm of Kira Sayers, and it's a 2-point Argo lead here in the third set.
With all the energy on the Providence side right now.
Isn't it crazy how fast the momentum can switch in the sport of volleyball? Tipped back into Cloud. Taylor tips it over. Now Fountain's going to set it up for Kevin Yemi on the right side. And we get another in the net call again on Taylor. So that's the one thing with a great blocker who's prepared to go up for the block. You're going to get some in the nets, and as a coach, you got to take it.
Yeah, no, I mean, you want your blockers to be aggressive, and if they're not aggressive, then they're going to get tooled. But sometimes, yeah, you get stuck in the net.
Free ball sent over, and Berger will set up Scheib on that left side. Blocked back, Berger tipped, Thompson there. Sayers will set it up, and that is a great ball off the arm of Bella Green.
Got a little slow start for Bella Green in this match. Second set started to heat up a little bit more. Now she's getting some consistent hits on that weak side there for Providence.
Isabel Cajal into serve, up 17-15 and 2-0. Kevin Yemi tips it, and it's in, and that was perfect placement and timing. You got to get it over those two young ladies.
Yeah, that was a great play by Kevin Yemi to get it over the blocker. What really made that work was Berger actually in the middle, calling for the one play, drawing the middle blocker from Providence, would give her hesitation to come out and block Kevin Yemi on the outside.
I want to ask you something about setting after this point, which almost was a very quick point. None. And it is a quick point nonetheless as Scheib gets the kill. All right, tied at 17, but as a setter, you call out which way, right? You signal with your hands hiding the jersey, but then that's on the first one. What about the second and the third?
Yeah, that's a great question. As Bella runs that slide again, that slide play has just been automatic for Providence, and if I were her, I'd keep going that way. Once the ball and the rally starts going, then it's communicating while it's happening. You got middle blockers calling for specific plays. They're yelling at threes, they're yelling at ones while it's in the rally, and it's as a setter, you've got to keep track of everything and where people are going.
Heather Barbie. And rotation error on Providence. Can you explain that, Ethan?
Well, I'm trying to figure out who was out of position, but usually in a rotation error, one person is overlapped on the other side. They're either too far in front of them. If they're in the back row, they're too far in front of the front row, or if they're next to them, they're too far to the left or too far to the right. They're overlapping, and that can't happen. I didn't catch what
I didn't either, yeah. Coach Duda's wondering.
But you see how they're all stacked on one side. If one of them is in front of the other before the ball gets hit, then that's when it gets called.
Good pass and a better set. And then the kill from the 10-foot line for the Polish Express.
Fiedler's having a great tournament for Providence.
19.
So many ways that Providence can attack you on offense.
19-18 Providence up. And Arnold sends it just long.
That was close.
So back to tied at 19. And for Bellevue, back to serve will be Jamison Badge. Saw her in that second set.
Bellevue's got a big three up front with Fountain, Cloud, and McIntyre.
And let's not forget Nunn in the back as your setter. Thompson, awkward set, but a very nice adjustment by Fa'apula, and it's a point for Providence, the first to 20 here in the third set.
Fa'apula has been doing that all match long. Adjusting midair. The set might not be perfect. Instead of swinging away and making a hitting error, she's able to put it in play and put pressure on the other team.
Nunn. Right side, McIntyre gets it just off the hands for the point.
That was a great play by McIntyre because the set was tight and low, so she was late on her approach, and she was able to get back in there and hit it off the block for the point. Tied at 20 now.
I am not Barbara Walters, but we are at 2020, and we are seeing perfect volleyball tonight. Thompson. They're going to say it was out, and will we get a challenge? Was it tipped?
No, it looked like it hit the antenna.
Okay.
And Providence thinks so too. No challenge on their part.
And now Bellevue up 21-20, trying to stay alive in this match. They need to win this set and the next to force a fifth. And they'll go to Ryan Edens out of Bozeman. Now Thompson back to Edens. Now Iowohi sets up McIntyre or Kevin Yemi, and Kevin Yemi gives the Bruins a 2-point lead.
So clutch by Kevin Yemi. They needed that point, and it puts the Bruins up by 2 now.
Coach Duda takes his last time out, I believe, here of the third set. Argo's up 2-0. They have not played very many 4-setters, let alone 5-setters. They've only lost 11 sets all season in 32 matches.
That is domination by a team for sure. That is wild. And for them, they do not want to lose this set. They do not want to leave the window open for Bellevue to come in the set 4 or set 5 and pull off this victory.
Well, you talk to coaches, right, and you get to know them, you get to know their teams, and you start asking questions such as, if you win the first 2, and we've talked about it, putting away a team to win in the sweep, extremely tough, no matter how good these 2 teams are at it. Doesn't happen every night, regardless of what you see on the stats. But then you also, if you are Bellevue and you come back and win this third in comeback fashion, then you put a little seed of doubt, right, in that other team's mind.
A seed of doubt in the other team and a seed of confidence in your own team.
22-20, Iowohi back to serve. Bellevue has the lead. Bellevue was down 17-15.
And if I was Bellevue, I'd be looking for Providence to go to Bella Green on this from a defensive standpoint.
Thompson had the same thought.
I mean, you need a point, you go to Bella Green.
Well, I mean, she only had 221 on the season. That's not too bad.
The odds are good. And now it's her, Taylor, and Martin, the starting 3 up front, where Argos try to regain the lead here.
Thompson back to serve at 22-21 Bellevue.
Nice pass.
And a great set, but a very nice dig. And that ball, jump ball, tipped and saved. And now Giles to the back saves it out. Thompson will set it up to the right side to Martins. And a big block by Cloud.
That was a huge block by Bellevue. Providence playing some great D to keep that ball alive.
Kira Sayers
and
with a beautiful dig.
Yeah, both Fountain and Cloud were there to close the window.
23-21. A diving dig. Taylor tips it. Iowohi there. A bump set up from Sanford. And a good save and dig up by Sayers again. And this time Iowohi, errant pass, but back to get it is Fountain. Free ball for Providence. Taylor, home kill, 1 point for Providence.
And what play did they go to when they needed a point on the free ball? That slide. Right? It's working for Providence right now.
Good look at Bella Thompson's parents right there, bringing the palm trees. That is a Hawaiian tradition. And you see it a lot in like senior nights. You'll see it a lot on just regular matches. It's a traditional good luck. And a great save there by Bellevue. And then the green kill ties it at 23.
Wow, what a play by Providence to stay with that point. Bellevue's now taking a timeout, tied at 23, set 3, finals.
Oh, man.
This is why we're here.
Right? Fun stuff. Bella Thompson, we saw her parents there, by the way. She also has a brother that's playing football for the University of Hawaii. So talking to her parents last night, said a lot of travel from Hawaii to Montana with Bella's senior year. You got a son playing in Hawaii, and you got to get around the island of Oahu to get over to the football stadium for the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii. But, yeah, a lot of travel, a lot of air miles racked up here, especially on senior seasons. You typically see a lot of that.
And that's awesome. I mean, the families that they've been traveling with these athletes since they were 7, 8 years old, starting to play volleyball, trying to what sport, making that commitment as a family, investing that time, investing that money, investing that travel. You know, it starts with the parents and being that supportive pillar for their families to go to Montana from Hawaii to play in a program that they've never played before. So big ups to all the parents of all these student athletes.
I saw a great video yesterday, or late last night after the match. I was at home kind of calming down, and I watched this terrific video, and there was a reporter asking a parent, would you, if your son signs a contract in the NBA, do you expect him to pay you back? And the dad said, absolutely not. I invested in him for this opportunity. And a couple of great digs by Sayers. And that time, no, and it'll be set point for Bellevue.
Sayers is having a great game for Providence, doing what she's in there for as a defensive specialist. But that block for Bellevue. Cloud is having a great game defensively on the net for Bellevue. Comes up with a big block.
Third in the conference with 5.47 digs per set. She had 2 great ones just on that one play. And a huge block by Berger, and we will head to a 4th. Bellevue, the 2 seed, not done yet. They force a 4th set against the number 1 team, University of Providence. Set 4 from Helena coming up on SWX. We bring you back inside the PE Center. And this Montana Sports coverage of today's match brought to you in part by Butte Auto. Easy to find off I-90 at the Harrison Avenue exit in Butte. Find your next ride at Butte Auto. Jason Walker, Ethan Sky. And, you know, we talked a lot the last 2 nights that you've been alongside me, and I've talked about it for 3 days, is the absolute wonderful play of Keely Kevinyemi. She leads the conference coming into this tournament in hitting percentage at 34.5%. Savannah Berger's third, Cabry Taylor fifth from Providence, and then Fountain from Bellevue seventh, and Corey Cloud from Bellevue 10th. But the number one hitting percentage, and she's doing it yet again tonight with 13 kills and 4 assists, Ethan.
Yeah.
Or 4 errors, sorry.
No, she's having a great night. And this is what big players show up for.
That's 31% she's hitting. And that first green attempt was tipped out of bounds. It's 1-0 Providence. So Providence has led 1-0 every set tonight, including this one here in the fourth as Thompson to serve. Providence won the first set 25-14. The second set 25-19. Lost the third 23-25, and leading here in the fourth 1-0 as Thompson sets it up in the middle. And Cabry Taylor, fifth on the frontier, or in the frontier in hitting percentage. Easy kill.
Great kill by Taylor. Great set by Bella Thompson. When she's off the net like that, you don't expect her to set the middle on that quick, but she can make that work.
And will serve 2-0. Iowohi comes left side. Fountain. And Argo is in the net. Again, it's Taylor. That's the third time she's been in the net. But again, you're going to get a lot of blocks. You're in the position a lot of times. Sometimes you just misread how close you are. Thompson. Oh, off the face. The save, though, by Sanford. Oh, and long from Green. Wow, that was that is
way to use your head.
Yeah.
Wow, way to stay focused too. You know, she got hit right in the head and popped right back up to stay in the play. I think it surprised Providence that they came back and they weren't able to run their offense.
Green in the middle, and Sanford, they didn't run off her head that time because that didn't work. So they go to the wide right, and it's 3-2.
And that's just the Providence offense, moving hitters around. They pulled Green from the outside hit to the middle there, showing a new face of the offense.
Cloud tips.
Nice up.
Sayers got it, her hand under the ball, and Thompson sends it over. Iowohi sets up far side. Kevinyemi tips it, and that one is on the ground before Sayers could get it.
Nice try by Sayers, though. She did pancake that first one. Second one, she was a little late on that. She's hustling hard back there for the Argos.
A nice effort by Cloud there. We're tied at 3 with Sanford to serve. Eyes after taking that volleyball straight to the face.
Is there like a blue tent or something that she needs to do?
Iowohi and Sanford both called mine, both hit it, and it's out. It's 4-3 Providence. Isabel Cajal will come in to serve. (4-3 Providence, up 2-1. Iowohi, left side. That is Kolbaum, dug up. Argos try from the right side with Sadie Giles. The bump set, the kill from the right side for Kevinyemi.
That was a nice try by Isabel Cajal on that dig coming off the net. She got a touch on it but wasn't able to corral that into play.
4-4.
Tied up. That's right.
Jada will serve.
Jada Nunn in to serve. Last night, once we got into late in the third, the fourth, and then in the fifth, as Giles has it dug up. Now McIntyre palms it over. They try Giles again, and in between Fountain and Cloud for the kill. It's 5-4 Providence. But we saw the third setter Victoria Runyon last night. Yet to see her. You wonder if Coach Sedlick's going to put her out there at some point.
Yeah, I'm curious what her plan is with that. She's got a deep roster, and all of them can play. She might be going deep in this and win it all sets. Must win sets for Bellevue.
And it's tough to do when you can't get the pass up because it's a perfect serve and an ace for Barbie. And it is now 6-4 Argos. Another good serve back to Sanford. And Berger a little too long. She thought it was tipped. None of the officials are saying it was.
All the hitters think it's tips when it flies out like that.
Absolutely.
And they're going to challenge Bellevue.
We will get the challenge from Coach Sedlick. And we brought it up last night in the Bellevue Northern match. It's funny because of all the coaches that were here this weekend, the only one that pulled out the official green card to challenge was Northern's Jerry Wagner. And it was fun to watch his interaction with the ref at the same time as the challenge. Like, he's putting his hand in his back pocket to get it out, put it back in.
Yeah, I like that a lot, too. I was hoping that some other coach would pull out the green card, but it's just Northern.
Well, you get the red card in soccer, which is not a good thing. And the red flag in football challenges. 7-4 Argos if this call holds. And we'll see here, I didn't see a touch. And here comes the fun reserve dancing from both teams. We show you Providence first.
Both teams got moves. I've been seeing it this whole tournament.
Number 9
we
is
saw a little
Stanley.
Cupid shuffle yesterday. We saw a little Cotton Eye Joe. All the big hits.
The other
the camera didn't catch you, but you were breaking it down up here earlier to some Taylor Swift. I saw that.
I was going to say 1998. I'm PA announcer down at the field house in Bozeman for the State A basketball tournament, and I was voted the best dancer on the scores table by, I believe it was Lewistown cheerleaders. So
that's a dream come true.
7-4 Argos after the call stands. So Coach Sedlick loses a challenge, and Colbaum sends it cross court, dug up by Carlson. Little stutter step hesitation for Fiedler, and a good dig out by Fountain, and that sets up Nunn to set up Berger for the kill.
That was a great kill by Berger. You could see she was a little, the set was a little low on that, and she was able to adjust and punch it through the block.
Thompson bump set and a kill for Fiedler. And that, for me, even looked almost in slow motion. I can't imagine what it looked like for Allie Butler as that kill just seemed to take forever to get to her side, and she never got to it.
It seemed like both teams were a little slow on that one. Everything moved a little slower on that whole play, and Bellevue was slow to react as well.
8-5 now with Arnold serving.
Tough serve.
McIntyre blocked. It's kept up over by the Argos. I don't know how they did it. Fountain, the tip to the back. Barbie with the great dig. And now the push up to the back row. Nunn will try to settle it down. McIntyre, it's touched and out, and it's a point. Great rally by both teams there. There was no slow motion step behind on that play.
No, that play is definitely not slow motion. Great rally, great defense on both teams, just not giving up on the play. And Bellevue was able to come away with the point and keep it within 2.
The one that Giles had just to get it over on the third hit, running away from the net, her back to the net, one-armed it over. Thompson, Fa'apula tried to pass to the right to avoid the block and left it short into the net.
It was a good idea by Fa'apula to try to hit that really tight cross-court shot. It's a hard angle to hit, though. But it was open. She saw it was open.
Badge in to serve. Spelled B-A-D-J-E, but it is pronounced Badge. Thompson, Fa'apula again.
Nice pass.
Tough at the net, both teams there. And so Sadie Giles with the flying kill.
Great play by Sadie Giles. If you're Bellevue on that block and you see that that set is too far inside, you've got to move the block inside because the line is not going to be hit. There's no way Giles can hit that line, so the block has got to move in and take that cross-court shot away.
Great explanation from the partner in the booth. If we were in a booth. Nice save by Thompson. Sayers will get the set up. That was blocked. Green kept it alive. Barbie will send it over. Free ball for Bellevue. McIntyre off her heel of her palm. And that time Bellevue in the net. And it's Cloud.
That's unfortunate when you're working hard to get that point, playing scrappy defense. And I think she just caught in the net when she turned around.
So we're going to get a challenge, and if Coach Sedlick is wrong on this one, she will be out of timeouts for the rest of this set, down 10-7 if the call holds. At the moment, 9-7 Providence, leading here in the fourth, up 2-1. Won the first 2 sets, the very first set, very handily.
Look at all these touches on this replay. It's not giving up.
I know that net moved, but we'll see if Cloud got it with her arm, maybe? Her wrist? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't tell if it was the ball or her arm.
I mean, the official was right there. There we go, little Cotton Eye Joe. That is Bellevue. That is Badge and Peyton DeZingle over out on the sideline there.
Hey, keep it loose. Keep it relaxed. It's already pressure enough.
I love this, man. And now the Argos are getting into it.
A little dance-off on the side.
It is. It's a little 6'4", 6'5" dance-off.
Can we get professional sports athletes to do this, too? I would love to see some basketball players going in.
I got to give both teams.
Yeah, well done.
Bellevue is celebrating as if they won the dance competition, and it was close.
The game within the game.
And I think that call is going to be reversed as the official over there talking to Arunas Duda. So it is 9-8, and it is Bellevue point. A good challenge there by Coach Sedlick.
And like you were saying before, that 2-point swing, it doesn't seem like that much more than a 1-point swing, but it is significant, especially in this rally scoring.
Iowohi will serve down 9-8 and 2-1 here in the fourth. Frontier Conference Volleyball Championship, everything we expected and more here thus far as Thompson off a good pass. Plenty of time to set up Green, but because of that pass, it also gave the middle blockers plenty of time to rotate over.
Yeah, great block by Cloud. She's leading the Bellevue Bruins with blocks tonight, and they need that because Providence has got a strong attack.
9-9 tie. And a good serve by Iowohi. And that time Green said, "You're not blocking me this time."
Yeah, try again. She can't be stopped every single time. And that was a great set by Bella Thompson. Nice play by Fauapulo to draw the middle blocker going to the weak side. And Green put it down.
10-9 Providence here in the fourth with Thompson serving. And that's an ace for the senior from Hawaii.
And she's pumped. She's bringing this energy for the Argos.
You expect that as a senior leadership, right? You, as a coaching staff, as fans, you expect your seniors to step up when needed most. And it's up to a 2-point advantage again for the Argos. Cloud, big attack, big save by Sayers. The tip at the net. Taylor gets it over twice. They're going to go to the right side for Kevin Yemi that time. And the Bruins down one.
Great hit by Kevin Yemi. She beat the block to the ball and was able to sneak it through before the block even got up.
So Fountain will go back to serve.
Serving.
Would you want, as a setter, as the point's going to go to the Argos, but as a setter on that play there, do you want your front liner and Taylor getting the ball first, or let your defensive specialist liberos give you the pass?
Ideally, you want the people in the back row to take that pass because it's a lot easier for them, and that's what they do. doesn't draw the hitter out of position either.
Sayers with another good save, but a good up. And then the big block, Cabry Taylor right back with the point for Providence.
And this has been a battle of middle blockers tonight, middle hitters for both teams, having great defensive blocks and offensive plays through the middle there.
Kira Sayers back over to Sanford. We'll try this side to Colbaum. It's blocked out off the arm of Green, and it's 13-11.
That was a great play by Bellevue. Bella Green had the block there. Arms over the net like you're supposed to do, but just ricocheted out of bounds.
Sanford into serve. She's played a lot here in the last couple of sets. And that one in for Fiedler.
It's nice to see Fiedler get a kill. She's been a little quiet this evening, but very consistent.
Let me ask you something. In 30 years of announcing volleyball, I've never had anybody explain this. Why can you not attempt to block the serve? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that's just a rule. You can't block a serve.
Thompson's going to set up. Taylor blocked, kept up by Berger. And now Kevin Emy. Thompson off balance set and a great block. Berger there. And Kevin Yemi as well.
And these blockers on both teams, I said it before, they're having great games. The defense is anchoring both teams and getting their points.
Jada Nunn into serve. The second setter for Coach Sedlick and the Bruins.
Nice pass.
Thompson, middle. Giles, almost a free ball, and it is. And now Thompson. Taylor, it's tipped, and she's into the net. Taylor is. That one on the kill attempt, not the block. It's 14-13.
And going back to your question before, when the ball is rallying, and how do you know which plays to run while you're two rallies in? If you saw when that free ball went over, everyone knew where they want to go. So you do have some plans scripted if a free ball comes over, and the setter can just say something like, run it, and everyone knows where to go.
That's going to go just out. Wow. 15-13 on the service there. Providence up. Barbie will come in to serve.
We got Giles and Fiedler as hitters up front for Providence, and Thompson setting out of the front too, so she's going to be an attacking option as well.
I was just going to bring this up. She's only tried the tip once in the first 3.5 sets here.
Yeah, so I would look for it.
Doesn't come on that set as Fountain saves it up. None for Colbaum. Now Thompson again, middle. Giles, great save by Sanford. Good dig, sets up Colbaum. And another nice dig, that one by Carlson. That attempt blocked up into the air. Bump set, Colbaum. Kill, Colbaum.
Colbaum was like, enough of this rally.
You know, and let me ask you this, because you see occasionally, we saw it there on that rally, the setter will keep going back to the same side as opposed to, okay, I've tried you 3 times, it's been sent back, let me try the other side.
Yeah, no, it's just a guessing game, trying to keep people on their heels. Oh, wow, nice hit by Fiedler. Yeah.
You brought this up last night. You get so high, that ball comes straight down between the defender and the net. That's hard.
Yeah, no, that was a great swing by Fiedler, and she's come alive a little bit in this set here. And Providence now is up by 2.
16-14. And that is Airlie Arnold. Fountain's going to set it cross court for McIntyre, and Jill. Oh, that's out.
That was mighty close, but he was right there. He was 3 feet away from that call, so I'm going to trust the line judge on that one. But it could have been any closer.
Man. And we will get a timeout taken by Coach Sedlick. That is her second and last timeout here of the 4th set, down by 3 and 2-1.
Yeah, Bellevue can't let any more points slip away at this point. 3-point lead is significant in this rally scoring, as we talked about before. And Coach Sedlick right now is trying to regain their composure. You know, this is the finals. Nerves are running high. Adrenaline's running high. But Bellevue's hanging tough, you know, and they grabbed the last set, so they know they can take one from them. And Providence just has got to keep the pedal on the metal. You know, you can't let up anything with this lead.
We saw Providence defeat Montana Tech in last night's semifinals in a straight sweep. But I do have to give credit to the Montana Tech football team, finishing 11-0 this year and winners of the East Division Conference of the Frontier Football. And Kyle Sampson has his team a top 4 seed when the rankings will come out and the seeding comes out tomorrow. But great job by Montana Tech. You're also going to have Carroll College in. You're going to have the College of Idaho in for the NAI football tournament, which starts this coming weekend. And you'll be able to see part of that national tournament right here on SWX. So 17-14, critical point here for Bellevue. And Fountain just long. She's arguing for the tip along with Berger.
And yeah, when a hitter hits it out, it's tipped. And they're discussing whether they want to challenge it or not.
And we will get the challenge from Bellevue. It is 18-14 if this holds. Good look there at some of the last scene we had. A couple of the Providence Argos coaching staff basketball for the women came down to support their volleyball team. A couple of great players.
And let's look at this replay here. Eve Fountain is saying that it came off the block and the touch.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
If anything, it's coming off Faupula. Oh, but her finger does go back a little bit. Another great shot by our cameraman, Josh. Yeah.
Ring finger, maybe? Pinky?
Pinky, yeah.
That is a terrific shot. Wow.
And like I said before, last night when we were talking about the Olympics, and they have these challenges with such high definition cameras and 3 times the amount of cameras in the arena, that the players are on the honest side. They just say, you know what, don't even check the replay. I touched it.
Yeah, it's that good. Our camera guys this entire weekend have been fantastic. Daniel Foy, Matt Morandi, Josh Johnson, and Justin Jerky. Appreciate it. Great job. Kevin Lavalier in the truck. Running the graphics. Replay, Alex Goodwill. And our director, Cody Snyder, who's directed 7 fantastic matches. And that call is upheld. And so now Bellevue also out of challenges as well as timeouts. And a great dig by Barbie allows the Argos to set up a little bit of offense. And now Berger right down the middle, and it's saved up by both Arnold and Barbie. And again, a good one there from Carlson, and then Giles hits it into the net. That is almost like you get a great assist from your point guard and you miss the layup.
I mean, Giles was all over the place. I'm sure she was just absolutely exhausted by the end of this play. But that's a couple times now that Giles is making some acrobatic plays on defense to keep the ball alive with one hand.
Her and Carlson and Barbie all just amazing.
Not letting any balls fall.
18-15. Thompson, Faupula, and Nunn passes it up for Fountain. Palm that one a little bit. Slap it. Faupula tip. Nunn. McIntyre block back, and we're going to get 4 hits called as that one hit the net before it could get to the blockers, and the Argos now 6 points from the match.
And because of those challenges, correct me if I'm wrong, Bellevue does not have any more timeouts for this set.
Correct. Yep, they are out of timeouts and out of challenges. If they can rally and force a 5th set, they would each get 1 per team. And Giles. McIntyre looked confused as Fountain tips it over. Thompson.
What a set.
Out to the side. The green, it's tipped, it's out, and the Argos 5 points away.
And that was a play that Bella Thompson could have dumped over if she wanted to, but she kept that. She kept the ball out of the net. Beautiful set outside for Bella Green to hit it off the top of the block.
And I go back, Thompson has only tried the tip once. It worked in this entire set, or an entire match. As Fountain's going to try it off the palm of the hand. Now back to Green, and another tip out, point Providence 4 points away.
Providence is clicking on offense now.
They can smell the championship.
Yeah.
And so Bellevue takes the timeout. Apparently they had one left. We thought they were out, but they are out now.
Now they're out.
Now there's no doubt. But yeah, you can. Shark Week every July, right? And right now the Argos smelling the blood in the water.
Absolutely.
4 points away from a championship. I mean, this one, and it really, this match turned this set on that call that was challenged by Bellevue a few points ago, because it made it, instead of 18-16, it made it 19-15, and the Argos have just turned it on since.
Yeah, no, that was disheartening for the Bellevue Bruins when they lost that challenge, and the margin of winning went up because of that.
You know, you always look at scores online and you see the odds of each team in motion. I would say the Argos maybe at that 82-84% mark at this point. I mean, yeah. 21-15. Bellevue, most importantly, needs to stop this point and get the serve.
That's right. They need a side out right here, right now.
Very important points again. And Fountain blocked. Apula and Thompson.
Wow. It's so valuable. I said it before, but to have a setter that can play defense like that, usually offense picks on the setter because they don't jump as high, they don't block as well. But Bella Thompson's showing us otherwise.
Giles serves it. Nunn sets up Fountain. And a great dig by Barbie yet again. And Green. One linesperson said in, the other says out, so it's out. And we'll see if we get a challenge from Duda. And Coach Duda will challenge. I mean, at this point, what have you got to lose? You would have one remaining if you're wrong.
Exactly. No, that's a good challenge by Duda.
And it's either going to be 22-16 or 23-15, depending on how this goes.
Another great defense by Providence, just keeping that ball alive.
I couldn't tell. She thought it was in. So it was down that line that Green hit it, that the linesman said out. Too many feet in the way on that. She said immediately it was in. Of course, I mean, all hitters are going to say that.
Yeah, it's either in or it's a touch if they miss it. And, you know, that was one time that Bella Green went line. She decided to go line on that attack. She's been going cross-court with lots of success these past couple sets. And this one she went line. We might be able to see it here.
Great save there by Barbie. You could also be looking, if your replay, was it touched?
Yeah.
Because from that angle, looked close. I know they're looking at the corner, but, well, they're the ones that are making the calls.
But as you said before, 22-16 is a lot different than 23-15. So this is a good challenge by Coach Duda. Try to stay in control.
And what it does, too, is it gives his team a free timeout to kind of just breathe, because that back row, that defense has been all over the floor the last few points.
Yeah, that's it. It looks wide. From here, it looks wide.
And that is the call. So it will be Bellevue getting the point, 22-16.
That's huge for Bellevue.
So the call confirmed. And Mila Owahi to serve.
And what did we do before challenges, instant replays?
Coach has got a lot more upset with the officials.
Oh, that's up.
Again, Barbie. Now Green again. That time it's definitely a kill, and it's 23-16. and the Argos are 2 points away from the match.
And Green does a great job of attacking that ball when it wasn't set perfectly. They were trying to scramble off a serve that was really good, but Green was still able to attack that ball, even though it wasn't perfectly set out there.
And if you're Providence, you have exactly who you want serving, your senior Bella Thompson. Iowahi sets it up, and that is a block, or it hit the antenna. Either way, it is match point for the University of Providence.
Huge block by Franny Martin. Providence can smell it. The whole fan group is up cheering their palm leaves. Let's see if Bella Thompson can finish it off.
You know she'd love to have an ace, right? As Iowahi sets it up. Fountain, an errant set, and the championship for the second year in a row in the Frontier Conference, the University of Providence Argos.
Wow, what a match. What a great tournament.
Oh.
What a great season by the Providence Argos, and same with Bellevue as well.
Fantastic effort. Just 12 sets dropped by Providence this entire season, and they're the number one team in the country. One poll had them too, but when you look at the University of Providence, Ethan, they have to be the number one overall seed.
I mean, they are just a well-rounded team. The defense, the offense, and then the setter. I mean, when you have a leader in Bella Thompson like she is, dictating the offense, playing good defense, you see the enthusiasm she has. She is the clear leader of this Argos squad. She's been there for 4 years, and it's a really nice story to see them win 2 years in a row and move on into the national tournament, into the national scene as a number one seed.
Well, and let's not forget, this is the first year the conference expanded from 6 teams to 12. The road was a heck of a longer and harder, both figuratively and literally, because you're adding in Nebraska and the Dakotas.
Yeah, that's a great point. Well-earned championship for these Argos.
And they will celebrate. It's announced tomorrow from NAI.org. Football seedings tomorrow as well. It's going to be busy at the NAI offices in Kansas City tomorrow and tonight as they figure out conference championships and where everybody's going to be seated for the NAI National Tournament. And everybody's going to try to get, and again, now technically the fourth season. You have preseason with practice and non-conference matches. You get into conference play, and then you get into the tournament, and then you get into the national tournament. The fourth season is underway. What a match. Providence 25-14, 25-19, 23-25, and 25-16. The Argos are your conference champions. A thriller in the championship, and the University of Providence in 4 sets defeats the 2 seed Bellevue. The number 1 overall seed will be at home in the first round of the NAI tournament next week up in Great Falls. And Ethan, what a fantastic match. The 2 best teams in the conference all year, and they gave us one heck of a ride.
Yeah, what a wonderful, wonderful game to finish off this tournament. Looks like we've got a coach, the winning coach, coming up for
Coach
an
is coming.
interview.
All right.
Congratulations, Coach.
We'll unwrap this. We'll turn his mic on. Live television. Fantastic. Coach, congratulations. Back-to-back champs.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach.
You guys came out on fire in that first set. We thought it was going to roll from there. Bellevue, give them credit for the job that they did tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. I mean, top 6 team in the country. We knew we had our hands full coming in, but a lot of momentum, a lot of desire, a lot of passion, and credit to our girls. They pulled it out today. That was awesome.
You got big plays when you needed to from your seniors, and you relied on them all year, and they come through yet again.
Absolutely. In that third set, it was back and forth, and I expect, Bellevue's a great team. They're going to make some plays, and we knew it'd be a battle the whole time, but our girls, when it really mattered at the end, stayed through it and stayed pushing the entire time. It was awesome.
Final question for you. Get the first round. You're in Providence, at home in the McLaughlin Center. It's got to be nice as you try to get to that final site.
So nice to be at home for 1 week, and it's going to be a long trip to the national tournament, we're hoping. And, we know we can't look too far ahead. We got to take care of business one step at a time, and whoever comes into our gym, I promise we'll be ready.
That's right. Coach Dude, appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank
2
you.
in a row in the tournament. And 31-2 on
Thank
the
you,
year
guys.
as they head off to nationals and next week up in Great Falls. As we wrap things up here with Ethan Sky, overall thoughts of this tournament?
I mean, what a tremendous display of women's volleyball here in the state of Montana, visiting schools from Nebraska and Dakotas and other regions in this Frontier Conference. It just culminated into this final game that was 2 of the best teams in the tournament, and we got what we paid for.
We
that's
definitely
for sure.
did. And if you enjoyed it, you can watch it again tomorrow at 12:30, the replay right here on SWX. You already know who wins. Find out who did it again. Big thanks to the Frontier Conference Commissioner Scott Crawford, Conlon Burke, and the entire Sports Information Department. Charlie Gross here, the Director of Athletics at Carroll College. All the Sports Information Directors across the Frontier Conference for giving us all the information that we need to bring the broadcast to you. Cody Snyder, our Director. Kevin, Alex, Daniel, Matt, Josh, Justin, our Executive Producer, Bill Heiselman, produced by Dave Norman. For Ethan, I'm Jason. We'll see you next time on SWX.